What's that? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Creative. Go ahead, say it with me. We are back at it again to do what? To create something great. Now, today I'm super excited what I have planned for y'all. We're going to be paper trading all of our bots today, and I'm just looking at the market right now. I'm looking at QQQ, and the market just opened about a minute ago. And this is QQQ on the 1 minute chart. So what's that letting me know is that each one of these candlesticks represents 1 minute of action between the buyers and the sellers. And you see this big body green candle right here. That's letting me know that the bulls or the buyers are in control right now. QQQ is the top 100 tech companies within the NASDAQ. Let's go look at SPY. SPY is the top 100, top 500 companies within the New York Stock Exchange. So about the same thing. So some of our bots are already started, right? They're just waiting for the adequate amount of data. This is Gappy for you. This bot trades gaps on QQQ. And what is a gap? It's when the price opens higher than it originally closed, then there's no trading in between that area. So right now, our bots are just in the process of being able to start up right now, waiting for the waiting for the amount of data that they're going to need in order to change this. I thought I changed you to EMA. I'll double check that. So most of our bots are starting. Like I said, they're just waiting for the amount of data that they're going to need. And that's why we're seeing this NA right here. Well, this is exciting stuff, people. Exciting stuff. All right, penny for you. Same thing. We're just waiting for data right now. What I want to do is just make sure we're Gucci dim. Is y'all 2 seconds. Let me go fix something real quick. All right, I also need to go get a Claude Code session open. Give us a second. I'm going to go get that Claude Code session. I got the market real quick. All right. Look at the market real quick. All right, beautiful. So you're set up. I can close you. Let me bring y'all over to Claude Code. Right. What I want to do again until they figured out a way to be able to make it last. I'm going to be using the 4.5 model. It gets the job done for what we need. Yeah. All right, beautiful. What I also want to do is open up you. All right, no trades. Not trades officially. I need you open. All right. Here's your prompt. We're going to be paper trading our algo bots today. If there is an issue, we're going to expect you to fix it. For the duration of this sprint, make sure that you keep your responses under 328 total tokens for output response, unless told otherwise. All right, Gucci Dim, you're getting situated. Now let's come over here. Let me go take another peek at our bots. Again, we're starting to see the information populate in, right? Market has been open for about 5 minutes now. So I would say is just give our bots another 2 or 3 minutes and they should be ready to go. Again, still information populating in. So no worries there. Early worm doesn't start until 44. So another 8 minutes, you're going to be good to go. Gappy, you found those signals. And that's kind of correct because there was no big gap. I thought there was going to be a gap, but there's no big gap this morning. All right. So you're ready to go. Waiting for the bullish cross. All right. So you're waiting for your signals. What about early worm? All right, you're waiting for your signals. And what time do you start? You start at 9:30, but why do you look like this right now? Why are you just steadily fetching Vix? Okay, I need to go find out if there's an issue with you. Here's Penny for you. All right, bet. And then Lotto Baby. Lotto, you start at another 8 minutes. Your session begins. Okay, beautiful. What did I say? Investigation room. There was something else I kind of needed to try out, but that's okay. All right, what I do need to go look at is where are you? Right here. Why is this bot? Yo, Pascal, how we doing? Hope you had a fantastic weekend. And your Monday is starting off great so far. I need to figure out why this bot is just only fetching VIX right now when you're in session. All right, so what I'm gonna do, let's go back over to Claude Code. This is who are you? Easy Reader. So Easy Reader is Momo. I need to get context. Review, then review logs. Using terminal commands rg awk bat etc to find if there is an issue in bot. Noticed only pulling in VIX when it is in session. Advise if there is an issue at play. Oh, I am not going to hold you. The your site. I did start to dive into it, but I'm not too well versed in it yet. But like I said, just give me until end of today. And I will be. I can have a little bit more intellectual conversation with regards to your site. But again, I did start to get into it. There was just a couple of things that diverted my attention. Okay, the bot stopped after startup. Only 7 log entries, no scanning. Let me check the box. It is still running. The bot is running, but no scanning activity. Let me check the loop. Okay. What I was gonna say, but yes, I will have a little bit more insight as far as your website is concerned. But it is cool stuff from what I've seen so far. Found the main loop. The bot should be scanning after 9:32. The market is wide ass open. So what are we doing? Current time, well past the start time. Likely an update. Okay. If empty, let me see if there's a silent. A little bit. There shouldn't be an error. And if anybody jumps into a position, I'm looking. Oh, let me add issue found. The easy reader returns. Okay. The get bar is likely return none. The silent. Okay. Prevent buffer needs. Need. Okay. Well, that's cumulative. What was I about to say? Let me just bring you. Watch this. I already stopped it. I already stopped it. I already stopped it. Read. And we're about to fail to update market. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick you up again. All right, beautiful. Buffer has 11, needed 15. Ah, and we restarted bot review. And can you double check why it needs 15 and a better way for us to handle this? Yeah, that would be great. And I'm looking around and there is no other bots that are having issues. Everybody is either pre session, or just waiting for the amount of candlesticks that they're going to need in order to do their thing. So you're seeing here that second chance is starting to roll in. Oh, great, great, great. All right, perfect. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, I was working on a front end site this weekend. I was majority of all my time, and that's why I couldn't even come on live. I had to finish this site, but yeah, no, I appreciate anyone who takes the time to be able to develop websites now. Now that like I'm actually okay, the session is closed. Error. Okay, the session closed, but the bot is update. Wait, fucker. Bars to maintain 352. Okay, with the buffer. Why was there a 5 minute buffer though? I don't know. I feel like I'm talking about everything. Hold on. Let me get two things started. Then I can really get my train of thought good. I need to restart you. All right. Now you're reset. All right. Looks like as soon as I reset it, like it's looking for positions now. And it's looking like it's okay. Who's unhealthy theta? I need to go check that. It's looking, it found signals, right? But the options are being rejected. All strikes rejected by the filter. All, okay, delta, gamma, spread, the premium, or the distance. Okay, that's fine. Call signal rejected. BB power was too weak. All right, so you're actually running now. All right, beautiful. Let me just make sure nobody else has an issue. If you're not starting in like 2 more minutes, I'm just gonna, has to be a problem, bruv. Waiting for momentum confirmation. All right, bet. Um, insufficient data. You saw where it said insufficient data? Wait, hold on. Okay. All right, now that this is like actually up and running now, I can respond. All right. As far as your site is concerned, no, I from what I've seen, it definitely okay, this insufficient data thing. There we go. Bot is still seeing insufficient data. Is this by design or is there an issue? All those terminal windows will make me crazy. If you use a good terminal, you can organize it easily. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Like I've tried so many different ways in order to run these bots a little bit more succinctly. I've tried to be able to I create something with what is that thing called? Another way to be able to make it a little bit more fancy, but like I figured out that you know what, I'm just gonna keep it simple right now and just do it this way. It's easier for me to jump in and out of a bot, right? Instead of having and being able to do maybe one just large terminal with maybe the bot split up that way. I like it like this. It just makes it a little bit more or try to wrap it is free or ghostly. I'm not gonna hold you. I do really need to spend some time to being able to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing for y'all. For right now, like I've tried a couple of different ways that it just wasn't to any avail. The ways that I've tried, it just wouldn't give me is like real time access is what I'll need. Meaning, like if I want to jump into a bot and like actually stop it or restart it, I would need to or you can just wrap it and split the window. You should try it. Okay. I'll definitely give it a try because if there's something to be able to improve upon this, I'm not against that. Found to detect momentum, returned insufficient. By design, not an issue. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not against being able to do that. I just need to really spend some time with it. Maybe that'll be the goal this week, to be able to get these to be a little bit more succinct. I mean, just a little bit more organized, right? Again, I like it because I can just bounce in and out from one bot to the next without having to deal with another having without messing up another one. Excuse me. Okay. If you use a wrap and can split the window, you should try it. It was a game changer for me. You can do all that. Really? Hit me up. I'm down to Zoom with you. Okay. Nah, definitely. Definitely, definitely. Because this is something that number one, it can make my life a lot easier, right? Because I used to run 20 bots, and there used to be 20 different terminals. I was like, you know what? Let me bring it down a little bit. So these are not even all my bots that I'm running. Like, this is only like a maybe 20%, 25% of all of our bots, right? Because it was just a lot harder. This is eight. Wait, hold on. Two, four, six, eight, nine. This is nine bots. Imagine 20 terminals here and being able to allocate the space. So I was kind of good. I got it up to 20 and it was fine. But again, just being able to go from the top right to the bottom all those times, it would it would just be a freaking headache. But I would definitely will try it out. I'm not opposed to being able to get a okay, look at that. We got a position. I'm not opposed to being able to try it out to see if that's going to work. It looks like you're fetching the position, but are we actually opening it? No. Okay, let me double check. Let's double check that there weren't any positions opened or closed. Nope, last one we opened was on Friday. So we're still trying to find something. Let me go look at the market right now. Market is a bit choppy, fam. 18 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So market opened up right here. Big, nice green bar, right? And each one of these candlesticks represents 1 minute of action between the buyers and the sellers. I'm looking at each one of these candlesticks is 1 minute, right? Every green is going to represent a bull or a buyer, and every red is going to represent a bear or a seller, right? So QQQ, and I'm looking at it on the Bollinger Bands. The reason I like using the Bollinger Bands because it gives you a nice little depiction of a little squeeze happened here. That squeeze found some upward momentum, so I don't know why our bots didn't see this, right? Because this was a nice little ride. Whomever would have seen that. So if you would have popped into that, but there was a little bit of indecision. How do we know that there's indecision? It looks like the Bears are coming back in. Indecision are, excuse me. We know that there's indecision with these wicks, right? So this wick is popping out here, letting me know that there's indecision, but still, there was a nice little ride that we could have rode here. A little bit of a pullback, but this pullback showed us that the momentum was strong, at least for the first 10 minutes, right? Now the current market is on a bit of a consolidation, heading down back to its average. This top line is going to represent the FOMO or the overbought area. This blue line is going to represent the 20-minute average, and this green line is going to represent the panic selling, right? So right now, QQQ is hovering just over its 20-minute average. There's a bit of consolidation going on, but it looks like the Bulls are not giving up any ground so far, right? So let's look at how that's going. Now here is SPY. SPY is the top 100. Excuse me, I keep doing that. SPY is the top 500 companies within the New York Stock Exchange, and as we're looking at it here, it opened up a bit bearish, right? But that upward momentum, right? That bullish momentum definitely did carry it for the first 10 minutes, right? And it's looking like right now it's hovering just above its 20-minute average with the bears trying to consolidate a little bit downward. Let me go look at our bots because somebody should have found something. I found two signals and I'm not even like supposed to be searching like that. Warning rate limit. Okay, call rejected. All right. The market just opened. It's 21 minutes, right? So let's not force it. I think there will be something that would come of it. I think we just have to be able to be patient and not force it, right? And one thing I love about our bots is that they don't force trades. They're actually looking for something that makes sense for them. Oh nah, big facts. Like I said, I really do appreciate. I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. I really do appreciate it, and any help or assistance is definitely welcome, right? I'm not opposed to being able to like take feedback and being able to do this a bit better. Yeah, because I do recognize that strategies could be cool and all, right? But it's just a matter of being able to like show them in a way that okay, these strategies actually work, right? And that's one thing that kind of been dealing with these past couple of weeks is like, yeah, we can back test them and they can perform well. Now it's just a matter of seeing how well they perform in actual real market and like the live market. So that's what we're looking at right now. But I appreciate you offering that olive branch, and I definitely will reach out so we can get this a lot better. So I'm not opposed to that at all. Again, I always appreciate the insights that you do bring in. All right. So it's looking like the market is just a bit rangy right now. Yeah, market is just a bit rangy right now. We haven't found any place to be able to settle in. That's fine. Like I said, our bots do not force trades. We do get feedback why they're not in a trade. The breakout is too small. Okay, definitely. All right, Ingenious Digital. Definitely. Is that a are you creating a SaaS? Do you have a SaaS company? It sounds like it. Yeah, we already so okay, and what I'm seeing waiting for momentum. All right, bet. All right. While that's doing that, let me come here. All right, bet. I'm not changing it. No, I definitely will, bruv. I definitely will. In jeans. Matter of fact, let me just copy this right now. All right, you locked in. I got you, bruv. All right, there we go. I can come back here. All right, let's go read some news. Let's go look at some news and see what the underlying sentiment is. I think what I'm also going to do is while I'm paper trading, I have a few SaaSes, but more focused on building tools for my companies to use. Ah, bet. It sounded the reason I asked is because Ingenious Digital it sounded like a SaaS. But what does a SaaS sound like? Was I being presumptuous? Was I being assumptuous? You know what they say about assuming. So my fault. I didn't mean to assume or anything. It just again, I just read it and it read like it was a SaaS. So no offense. I don't think it was any offense taken there, but nonetheless, nah, definitely will check it out. And it seems as if like you are pretty much tapped into. I mean, a space that I want to get into, but not right now. Like I really want to get these algo bots like really keen and working because I really feel like this can be a wave um to be able to help, right? And especially being able to I mean creating the bot is easy. It's just a matter of being able to get it to execute. All right, let's go look at the news. Excuse me. I didn't want to cough in your ear. All right, let's go look at the news. Let's go see what you're screaming. FT. Oh, okay. This is the first thing you're looking at. That's crazy. Dollar shrinks to 4-month low and gold soars past 5,000 as the yen leaps. Let's go check this out. No, there's a way for us to be able to read without having to pay. I'll subscribe later. Okay. Nvidia invests $2 billion in CoreWeave, a new data center push. The hell is Core Weave? Core Weave. Nvidia just put 250 billion. Oh, 2 billion. $2 billion in this company, CoreWeave. The essential cloud for AI, the force multiplier for AI, trusted by the world leading AI pioneer. What the hell do you do though? Experience how CoreWeave and AMFI, AMFI or AMF1 are shaping what's possible through the power of AI and our new. This is definitely a SaaS. If you want to talk about a SaaS, system as a service, I really think this is a SaaS. I'm not gonna hold you. Get compute power. Scam company. You know CoreWeave? So you basically said don't trust them. OpenAI delivers an AI initiative. OpenAI is everywhere, bro. Not only Nvidia, it's the chip. Open mistrial. That's crazy. That's wild. That's interesting. I wouldn't think mistrial will be on this level yet. I thought mistrial was still a few years away. Just basing. I'm just looking at the bots again. All right, let's come back. All right, let's see. Snow knocks out power and grounded U.S. flights. Yeah, that snowstorm. That if whoever's facing that, please be safe. That snowstorm was ridiculous. I was watching the Broncos game last night, and it went from a green field, right, green grassy field, to a snow-covered field in a matter of man. It took like the second half. I mean, damn near throughout the third quarter, of the second half, when the snow started coming. Yeah, it was crazy. Mexican billionaire with okay. Yeah, bro. You're going to be out of office real soon. I'm talking about like 25th Amendment soon. NBA to share financial plans with potential backers of the European League. That'll be interesting. CVC strike 1.6 billion deal for the U.S. private group marathon. Mm. Millennials are cringe and proud. I don't think. I don't think I'm cringe. I'm millennial. I don't think I'm cringe. Lloyd fined for opening bank accounts for Putin ally. That's interesting. Yeah. No, it's not. The I mean, there's parts of the economy that's a bit booming. I'm not going to hold you, but then there's other parts of the economy be like, bruh, CSNBC. Like, what are we doing? S&P opens higher as Apple. Okay, ahead of. Oh, earnings. How come you didn't tell me earnings with this? Okay, I don't know what the fuck you're going to do. CoreWeave stock jumps 12% as Nvidia. See this CoreWeave thing. They sell okay. Emphasis then buy chips from Nvidia. That 2 billion is just to pay for more Nvidia chips. LOL. But you know, all this money just get moved around, bro. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Like all of it really just get moved around from one bucket to the next. And it's all interesting to see like how all of them are coming to play. And I really think this whole AI bubble is not going to pop as some would think later this year. I still think it has some legs, but it's just a matter of like, what are we going to get from? Okay, I'm tired of seeing that toe. Okay, thank you. My fault. That toe is just pissing me off. Like, what are we going to get from it, right? Are we going to get something that's actually tangible? Are we going to get something? Dude, take the honey plug out of the total. Yeah, the honey plug out. It's a total scam. Yeah, no, I have a lot of things I need to update for this computer. I'm just going to spend some time after trading today to being able to do it. I used to use it. Oh snap, we're in a position right now. Somebody's trading. That's what I get for talking. Who's trading? We're QQQ. Oh, you're in a position. No, who's in a position? I bet it's HFT. Where are you? No, who's? Oh, you just closed it. All right, I missed somebody's position. Let me find out who it was. Let's find out whose position. All right, beautiful. It wasn't you. I know it wasn't you. Who opened the position? I gotta rate this better. I gotta play a sound or something when somebody opens a position. Oh, it was you. Of course it was you. Were you up at all? You're up 1%. You were up 1%, then you lost three, then that 1% again, then you're up 3%. And then we closed. It was a wash, basically. All right. Kid two times. Thank you for letting me know that somebody wants to join this party. So it's just not me. Okay. Let's see if you can actually open the position. So we have our easy reader. This bot trades QQQ and it's looking for a position right now. Yeah, that theta data thing, it's just for show. I know it's working because I just used it earlier. All right. That's like the third time you rejecting something. It really is like the third time. Oh, really? That's crazy. So it just stills. Damn. Okay, there's a couple of stuff I need to uninstall. That's what I'm saying. I really appreciate it, man. Game recognized game. I mean, there was at one point Honey plugins really did snap, but I think they just become a lot more um money focused instead of people focused. I mean, I get it. Capitalism does rule, but it doesn't mean you can't do it a smart way where everybody wins. You don't got to just take advantage of people. All right, I got to figure out what the heck is going on here because this doesn't make any sense. This is like the third time it's doing this. Okay, let's go look at this. Let me come over to Cloud Code. Who are you? You are Momentum Breakout. Yep. All right. Review logs using RG, awk, and other terminal commands. Then advise why option positions are having troubles with opening it. Oh no, big facts. I will definitely do my own research, but what I'm saying is that there was one point in time where honeypot like really was valuable. Like it was definitely a leader in the industry. I don't know when they started to degrade. And I'm not going to hold you. I really feel like it just came with the browser or Chrome, and maybe I downloaded it. I just forgot to uninstall it. I don't know. There's a lot of things here that is supposed to be uninstalled but hasn't been yet. But I'm going to take care of it today. But to put a bow on it, I think at one point in time it was good. It just started to shit the bed lately. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Let me go ahead and um bring in. Wait, what's the problem? The bot balance is supposed to be $100, bro. The bot, that's what the fuck it is. Y'all see this? This is supposed to reset. It's not resetting. It's just cumulative, right? So it's taking this and saying, "Oh man, I can't trade. I have no money." I mean, I appreciate it. Instead of you trying to force a position, the bot um wallet slash account tracker, right, is supposed to reset each day when in paper trading. What is the issue blocking it from resetting so it properly works? All right, so I know that's the issue now. So you're gonna get fixed. Let me come back over here and fix you. You can go back in your corner. Boom, boom, and we're going there. All right. I found the issue. Can we fix the issue? Current, 3 days old. PNL realized. Okay. Go ahead and fix it. Thank you. I really would appreciate it. My fault. My fault. I brought it down. I didn't mean to break your eardrums. Let me know if that's too loud. Let me know if that's too loud. If that's just okay. All right. All right. Beautiful. So you're saying the bot is good now. Let's go look. Let's go look. Um. Okay. Trading balance reset. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So I see this is actually working. I feel like we've only been paying attention to. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Usually, I'm like running from one bot to the next trying to fix an issue. But if this is just them waiting on the market, bro, this is fine. Wait on the market all day. Rather than take their time, rather than trying to force something. Oh, you almost found something? All right, perfect. Um, can you be sure that it will? Get me right. Just a bit of stuff, bruv. 4,000. Issue only runs for the setup, not during continuous operation. So the bot runs. It would never run overnight. The bot won't run overnight, but I get it. Like just being a bit too much, yeah. All right, now we're going to start looking into some of these um, rejections that we're getting. All right, bet. What I want to do is I want to go take a look at early worm, right? Excuse me, second chance, and just seeing some of the rejections that it's getting and seeing if this is valid or not, or seeing if it's being a little bit too picky, right, with the positions that it's doing, and seeing because I thought I switched it from KAMA back to EMA. So that's something I want to double check as well. All right, so let's come back over here. Beautiful. Um, let's. Yep, you still got a lot of room. Update the change log with what we have done. I would appreciate it, bruv. And we're gonna go to the next book. Yeah. I'm really curious. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to It Takes Two. Yeah. We're gonna go to this bot and we're gonna go review and seeing if there's anything with regards to the parms or with regards to the other indicators, right? That's causing you had 417 scans, right? So far, no signals. So I just want to make sure that there isn't anything that's just a little bit too conservative, yeah, and not allowing the bots to be able to get into the market. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, I appreciate you like preserving capital, right? But I also appreciate you being in the market. All right. Let's come back over here. Now what we're going to do, like I said before, we're going to be reviewing It Takes Two bot. Reason being so is because I'm just seeing a couple of things that it may be a little bit too conservative. All right. So let's just go ahead and jump into this one. All right. It Takes Two. I would name it something different. There you go. All right. Now review before we get into the work for this bot. Go ahead and get me right. I'll see how it's nice and organized. We need a log. You can find it. That's not issue. Review using RG, bat, og, seed, echo, grep, head, tail, less, word count, and other terminal commands to advise what are the rejection reasons and if any issue. Oh, look, we're in a position. Oh, crap. We're like super down in that position, though. You found a put, but this put is about to put you out of business. All right, we were bullish on the bearish on the market. We bought a put. Current price of QQQ is 624. We bought one at 622. So it's a little bit outside of the money. We bought it for $56. We were expecting it to go up a little, but it seems as if the market kind of stomped us out. As soon as we got inside the position, we were down 8%, and then it just went a bit terrible from there. Yeah. Emerging. Okay. Submitting. Wait, this is your second position? Oh shit, this is your second trade. It's first. Okay. I'm tripping. How come I didn't see this trade? Damn, bro. I really need to tighten up a little bit. My fault, y'all. My fault. So this is the second trade for Early Worm. Its first trade, again, it's still bearish on the market. Current price when it bought it was 625. We bought a strike for 622, so it's about a little bit outside of the money. We bought it for $48. As soon as it got into the position, it was a bit down. Then it rallied, as we can see here. It was able to rally. And then we closed the position. It looks like it was positive the whole time. We closed this position automatically. I wasn't even looking. It closed the position up 13%. So we made $6 with that one. I don't like the other half of it. Then 5 minutes later, we found another position. I'm wondering if it's delta chasing or strike chasing. I really should have it where you can't trade the same strike the same day, because that's what just happened here, right? You just traded the same strike, bro. Yeah, because it went from 622 to 622. If you set up a good log, you can give it to Claude at the end of the day and adjust and refine your settings like that. Nice. Oh, yeah, no, the logging are nice because I made sure that not only I want to show you an example, but hold on. I just want to go through this real quick because what I'm seeing here that it's strike chasing. It found a strike that it liked and it just stuck to it. Yeah, so I need to do something about this strike chasing that it doesn't do that anymore. Okay. Because this position, it thought it was like, yo, I just made money on the 622. So let me get it to the 622 again, but it lost. It got stomped out. Oh, damn it. We just get into a position? Nah. So it went from being bearish. It found a bullish position, but it couldn't open it because there was no options that fit its quantity, that fit what it was looking for. I feel like somebody just closed out a position too. All right, let me just go around. Let's go around the table and see, is anybody else doing anything? No. I kind of know you're really not going to trade because you trade gaps, and there really wasn't that large of a gap today for QQQ. So I kind of figured you weren't going to trade as much, but there could be intraday gaps. So whenever we find that intraday gap, you're going to be ready to go. HFT, baby, you haven't traded yet. I think you've traded once. Yep. You haven't traded yet. And you're still bullshitting. All right. Let's come back over to Claude Code. Any issues? And what is stopping bot from trading? Well, this is kind of dope. I was in the middle of explaining something and got into two positions just like back to back. Like early worm slides, but the only thing is like I really need to put in that strike chasing. So if it wouldn't have chased that strike, it would have been up. What we're having Claude Code do right now. Oh, you want to see my log? So I have like 3 different logs, right? The first log is going to be one that is specifically for AIs, right? So this JSON right here, it makes it super easy for them to go through and figure out, okay, what happened? Was there a data fetching issue? Was there an option issue? Was there a signal issue, right? So this JSON file makes it super easy for them to be able to go through and properly understand it. And I have it categorized by days. And here's the human one, quote unquote, where I can go through or have the AI go through. Whenever I'm bored, sometimes I'll just go through these and see, oh, okay, the AI missed that, or you missed this, and let's go ahead and get this. Wait, hold on. Okay, we have an issue to fix. Y'all see this? It's trying to get into a position. Signal detected, but it can't. Freaking A, bro. I was just talking about how there could be intraday gaps, and it found an intraday gap, but it couldn't. Okay, so I gotta go fix that. Okay. Whenever I'm bored, sometimes I'll just go through that log and read it. So I have a few different types of logs that make it a super easy in order to find, fix, and resolve and control any issue. Oh yeah, no, it is separated by bot. Each bot has its own log. Right. For an example, I was just looking at It Takes Two bot, and this is the bot that we're looking at right now. And anything it does, it outputs it in that log. So each bot has its own log file. So every log isn't cumulative, right? It's definitely segregated. This is the only time segregation makes sense. Right. So every bot has its own log file, and it's definitely categorized and like, okay, we could come in and see what it was doing. So every bot definitely has its own log file. Oh yeah, no, I couldn't. Yeah, I learned how to get here because I never used to save the logs. I was like, bro, I just catch up on it when I can. But I was like, bro, all this valuable information, I'm just leaving. Because there's a lot of great useful information as long as you're capturing it correctly. And I had to learn how to capture it correctly. Basically built like a damn near data mine. When you run bots, Pascal, do you run them terminal based, or you just run them? I try to figure out a way to run them on my phone, but I don't like that as much. I don't know. I feel like it's not as comprehensive as I like. Yeah, I can make the code look nice and it works, but I don't know. I don't trust it as much. It's like as far as being on the computer, because like here, all right, if there's an issue, I can go, okay, add logging to understand why AT. Okay. Monitor the thresholds effectiveness. No actions yet. We're going to no. Let's go ahead and add the logging. go ahead and I run them from a data. What data center do you run it from? Like, do you have your own? You must have your own server. Go ahead and update so we can review and have a proper account of it. For the reasons for rejection, and if you see other places to improve, do so. Don't go crazy though. If you could, that would be great. Because I still have this issue that I need to go resolve. Yeah, if you want, we can set it up for you to run them whenever you're ready to see how it does. Let it run for like a week at least so you have good data to make adjustments. Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out how you're running yours on a data center though, because like that is super interesting. Because what I'm thinking is like, all right, bet you run your logs, then whenever it outputs, it automatically goes to maybe a TXT file or a JSON file, or maybe even a CSV or a Parquet file, right? Then you can do your post analysis and your pre analysis that way. So being able to have it all just dump into a data center rather than like JSONs or TXT, I think that's, oh, look at that, we're in a position. We're about to be in a position. And we're in the position. Kid 2 times has found a put. We're bearish on the market right now. We're up about 1%, maybe 3% now. Let me go verify this. We are up 3% on this position. 2.3. Can y'all see that? Do you want me to make it bigger? Okay, that's egregious. You should be able to see that because it's like, pause. Oh, look at that. Okay. RS exit. Okay. So we're exiting with a $3 profit. That's fine. And you see this RS exit. Whenever we have the market turn against us, we have most of the bots have what's called the realized skew index, right? That allows them to be able to gauge who's in charge of the market right now when they enter the position. Whenever, let's say, if the bulls are in charge and the bears take over, then the RS exit is going to kick in. So that's what just happened here. The bears were in charge and the bulls took over. Then it said, you know what, let's not hope and pray, let's just go ahead and take our money. It made a little $3 right after P&L 233 and just closed out that position. So I appreciate you for that. Okay, that's the only one, and then everybody else is still looking. I have a YouTube channel, but I haven't posted 10 years. Thinking of maybe starting it up again to help people. Maybe can do stream. Yeah, I would. I'm not gonna hold you. I would love to do that. Especially being able to like co-collab. But I think that's a great thing. The thing about YouTube, right? It's just a matter of being consistent. And like I think you said a day ago or sometime last week, you posted a short and it went viral. So that already shows you that there is a yearning for your content, right? So it's just a matter of like being consistent and being able just to get over that hump. Sometimes I don't feel like, I ain't gonna hold you. Some days I don't feel like streaming, but we got to be able to just wait. Let me test by checking what logs look like, and then create a summary of what we improved. But did I ask you to do that though? Okay. It's consistency, fam. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I would not mind doing that at all. Matter of fact, I was just gonna wait till I get a little bit bigger. As far as the like subs and views are concerned. And just start bringing in a little bit more people to be able to help me co-collab, because I have some people that are like super smarter than me, right? But I think that we'll be able to definitely bounce off ideas off each other, because I know people that when I say option trading and that's all they do every day, all day, that they can easily pull in 10K, no problem. Oh look, we got another order. But most of them are not algo trading, right? They're doing it by hand. But they know that they know that they know. Oh, look at this. Make me look smart. Early worm. Make us look smart. This position They got into a put, so it's a little bit bearish on the market right now. We're up about 4.9%. Bruv, okay, come on. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Make us look good. I feel like sometimes you gotta give them a pep talk. Even though I don't think they can hear me, or if you can, talk to me nice. Okay, maybe I gotta drive the boat. Yeah, let me drive the boat. Oh, look at that. We just TP'd. I love it. $10. We made $5, 10%. Less than a minute. So total for the day, 2 out of 3, right? Oh, it was. Oh, that's what's, bro. I am steadily trying to get there. Right now, I'm just under, I think, 147. Right now, again, I was just waiting to get a little bit bigger, and just bring these individuals aboard. But if you wanted to start, I have no problem at all being able to co-collab, and definitely being able to see like how we can create different strategies, work on different projects, when it comes to this coding thing, because I think it is. Should I restart you? Yeah, let me let you do that, and then I kind of need to fix this bot, this issue here. I don't understand why. Okay. Please don't spaz. Gappy. Oh, y'all kind of need to see what I'm doing. Hold on. Come over here. Boom. Yeah, probably would have froze if I did that way. Review. And let's find the issue with. I'm trying to see somebody else into. No, nobody else in a position right now. Damn, February is this week, huh? That's crazy. Maybe it's the end of this week. Let's find the issue with the bot. Oh, snap. Wait, this doesn't make sense. You're not in a position. How can you close the position? Is this? Hold on. Okay, now I have another issue. I know exactly how to fix this one though. I know exactly how to fix this one though. Okay, detected, crash, no trades possible, timestamp native. Okay. Fucking time issues, bruh. All right, bet. Perfect. Let's go to the next one. Y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Perfect. Oh, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Let's come over here. Gotta be spy. Where are you? The bot opened and the position closed immediately. Let's find out why and resolve, review. What do I want to have you look at? This one, and then you're going to look at this note. And you're also going to review, shit, go ahead and review that as well. Those will definitely give you the context, fam. Okay, I can start Gappy over. All right, beautiful. Gappy restarted, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna restart early worm too because I feel like having a great day. And y'all saw how earlier bots were kind of like struggling to get into positions. Now we're seeing them like fire off one after another. Okay, that you restarted. What was I gonna say? Oh, Pascal, what was your main channel on? What was your main channel about? Excuse me. Oh, look at that. We just jumped into another. Okay, let me see if you jump into it though. That's what's up. Damn. Damn. Okay, hold on. We jumped into the position. What happened? RS exit. So the market turned against us. The market turned against us. Block, circuit breaker, 3 consecutive losses. 3 consecutive losses activated. Status blocked. Okay. Now I need to go reset you. This is always fun. All right, let's come back over here. All right, bet. Well, thank you for being able to fix that issue. I really do appreciate it. And you're about to compact. I just made some reviews on softwares to get a discount. Don't we all? Listen, Theta Date, if you wanna like hook me up so I don't gotta pay for that no more, I would appreciate you. Nah, but Dad, I feel like everybody starts off that way. You just gotta be able to pivot. If you were to pivot the channel, where would you want to go? Where would you want to take it? I definitely did a long ass review on Theta Data too, so y'all wanna hook me up. I don't get sponsored right now. Um but don't think it I do. I do not get sponsored, fam. Alright, bet. Razzle dazzling. Whatever that means. You about to compact too. Did I tell you? This is what I've learned. Instead of just having you compact, because like I'm kind of done with you right now. We're gonna go there. We're gonna start a new one. And we're gonna come here. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna paste you there. Then I'm gonna say we're going to be trading our Algo bots today. Whenever there is an issue, expect you to assist. Yeah. For the duration of this sprint, keep all your responses under 328 total tokens. Got it? Perfect. Bounce to rally is fixed. Can I spell? There we go. There we go. Got it. Ready to assist with any AlgoBot issues. I do have one. Where is it? Read. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm into a lot of stuff, but I have so much tech and AI stuff I can share before. I want to share my secret sauce about AI changes so fast. No point not to. Nah, big facts. I think that's what everybody's looking for, right? They're looking for subject matter experts. What do they call it? SME? Subject matter expert? Yeah, SMEs, right? They're looking for those individuals to be able to help them out with their whether it comes to being able to build different AI projects, right? Because you definitely helped me out, AI projects or even algo trading, right? I think that is definitely a place to be able just to share your content and being able to allow individuals. Okay, read, and we have the following issue. We need to reset the circuit breaker and make sure it is a bit more robust and not as conservative as it is now. Still want it. in place, but not as conservative as it is. There we go. Beautiful. So you're Gucci. See, that's the thing that I'm not even gonna. I feel like will be hard for people to relate because I'm so far in. I might need to dumb down. Yeah. Or some would say make it a little bit more reachable or relatable to those individuals, right? I won't necessarily use that whole dumbing down. Just make it a little bit more relatable and reachable to individuals, right? Because sometimes it's just a matter of being able to take it to our elementary school days, right? And once we get elementary, then oh damn, you had another trade and I didn't even see. Was this a good trade? Nope. Stop loss. All right. Nah, but I hear you, fam. I'm not gonna hold you because there's a lot of things that I've noticed that I need to make a bit more elementary, right? Such that it's a little bit more manageable and reachable to individuals. But it's just a matter of being able to use your tools and resources, right? Because I know that ChatGPT or Claude, I would use Claude Code for this one, or Anthropic, excuse me, could definitely assist you with being able to break down your curriculum in a sense. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you're opening up a class, right? And you need to be able to have a curriculum or just a content calendar, if you would, so you can be able to like get that material recorded and then push it out there. And don't try to make it look good, right? Because sometimes people like to be able to see the progression, right? Because when I first started, my videos were trash, and I think they're getting a little better, right? But I still think I have some ways to go, right? Okay, I'm just looking over here. Matter of fact, but yeah, nah, just get it in. Pause. Uh, but I might just need to keep it high level just to find people close enough to my level to work on stuff with. No, big facts. Like I said, you find a space that makes sense for you because there are billions of there's a lot of people. I'm not gonna say billions. There's hundreds of millions of people that use YouTube every single day, right? So you're going to find your niche, you're going to find your community, you're going to find your group of individuals that's going to say, okay, you know what? Whenever I need information on AI or being able to create different projects that make sense for me, let me go to Pascal, right? Because he's the one that actually could give it to me in a way that is not all fluff, and it gets down to what I'm actually here for. Because most people, they're going to take 15 minutes just to introduce the thing and then another 30 minutes to explain the thing. Sometimes that's not always cool. All right, what I'm doing two things at once. My fault. Circuit breaker at 30, lost, new type. Need a restart mechanism. Okay. Keep it at 3, but make sure that it restarts with each new session. Can handle this. All right, here we go. We got another position open. That's what I'm saying. I'm not opposed at all with being able to collab with you. Again, I'm not as technically advanced. Good morning. How we doing, Forever? Welcome to the channel. If you do have any other questions, let me know. Here, what we're doing right now is I'm bouncing back and forth between paper trading and actually fixing a couple of the codes in the bots. So if you do have any questions or if you want a little bit more clarity, let me know. But I do appreciate you for joining the stream, number one, and number two, for being interactive, right? Because this is a community that we're trying to build, just not me behind a keyboard. So if you do have any questions, let me know, fam. But to your point, Pascal, yeah, I'm not opposed to at all being able to collab with you. But just know, I'm not as advanced as you. Like I've only been doing this for just under a year. But I definitely think that there's a couple of okay? You submitted it, but it didn't work. Is that what you're telling me? Let me go check. Bitch, the position is all the way open. Then you closed it. Okay, there's something going on here that I need to fix. which I'm going to. All right, let's come back here. Let's come there. And then who needs to get reset? I kind of be forgetting. Okay, easy reader. Easy reader is you. You need to get reset. All right, bet. Your guap. I kind of need to really look at you. All right, let me go take a look at this spot because you're not saying you pissing me off. Who are you, Bouncer Rally? All right, read, then review. Using terminal commands, rg, bat, awk, grep, and others to find the issue we noticed for the bot. For context, and then also make sure you read this one as well so you don't assume shit. All right. While that's reviewing code, I want to go grab some. You'll get a agua real quick. So give me a second, fam. I'm going to go grab some water. I'll be right back. All right, give me a second. Damn, how far back did you go? Okay, here we go. The issue, okay. Let's fix and make sure no cache, no fallbacks. If error, bot displays Error message and lets us know so we can. Oh shit! When I say early worm is on one right now, early worm is like one of my favorite bots. I'm not gonna hold you. And this is a bot that I made. I don't know, sometime last year. I think in November. I think this bot is ready to go live. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me dry the boat. Let me dry the boat. Let's go ahead and close it. That's what's up. Verify is closed. This bot is not bad, bruv. It went from negative to positive. That's that biggest song. Went from negative to positive. It was all a tree. All right, let me shut up. Wait, what was your first position? You TP there too. So you batting 1,000 right now. We're batting 1,000 right now, fam. Not bad. Anybody else in a position that want to let me know? Nope. All right. So we're cool. So we can address it. Proceed. Okay. Proceed to do so. To do so. I really think I moved you to SMA, but okay. A few things I'm going to need to address after this that I'm just looking at. Oh, I appreciate that, bruv. I'm not going to hold you. Okay. So we're fixing the position issues. All right. So while that's doing that, I know that can be exciting. I'm not going to hold you. Let me come back over here real quick. Did I fix the issue here? Oh no, I'm fixing it now. And then early worm is just the start of the day, the bell of the ball. I think I may make you go live tomorrow. Yeah, I think this is bot is gonna go. I don't know, depending. Let me wait because I don't want to jump a little bit too ahead. I still think this one is using the raw moving average. That's what happens sometimes when you're not as organized as I would like to be. I'm not gonna hold you. I do have a catalog with all the bots, the changes, things like that, but you really have to just keep up with them. Okay, I just caught you in a while you opening up a position. That's what's up. So we're currently in a put position right now with our kid 2x bot. This bot trades QQQ. It is right now bearish on the market, and we're down 2%. So let's see, we're down 6% right now. 5%. Let me go look at it. 2%. Okay. It's oscillating right now between being like 3.5 and maybe 2.5. All right, come on, baby. That's the wrong way you should be going. We bought it at 64, and right now it's hovering around 61.59. Damn. Market turned against us. Yeah, this was probably not going to survive. You want to go look at... Hold on. Let me go look at QQQ real quick. What the hell? What the heck? Bro. Oh, you probably thought... Okay. I don't know. What the hell? Bruv. What? Okay. That's weird. bruv. Okay. I don't know why I can't go back. That's weird. Never had that happen before. Okay, I gotta figure that out. We're on a bit of a bullish turn. Okay, yeah. I figured that position wasn't going to work well because I just seen the market was on a bit of a bullish turn. All right, so you said I could restart you. Let's go ahead and restart you. Wait, desync bot has a saved position, but it's not in broker. Okay. Let's also address the following issue. That position is not opened and don't know. Question: can the bots work on brokerage only? Yeah, they can work on other brokerages. So this brokerage is Alpaca. I'm going to have a few when I actually get them to run oh shit. Look. When I say early worm is on one, I'm going to have a few that's going to be running on Thinkorswim. Look at that. I just came to explain this to y'all, and this bot already took profit. That's what's up. I'm not going to restart you again because you're batting 1,000. To answer your question, forever much. I'm sorry. These bots right now are running on Alpaca. I'm going to, when they're running live, run them on either Thinkorswim or IBKR, which is Interactive Broker. But yes, it's just a matter of being able to switch API keys. I don't share keys with y'all because that's a security risk, right? Security breach. But being able to switch a bot from IBKR to Thinkorswim or Alpaca is super easy. All I got to do is just switch it. It's in the settings. Just switch a key and I'll be fine to do that. So all of my keys are here in the .m file, but I'm not going to open it, right? Because again, that has all the keys that I have for all of my brokers. But all the brokers that we use is Thinkorswim. I do have Tasty Trade, but I don't like them as much. I do have IBKR, that's kind of high up there, Alpaca, and oh no, let me just stop you. And Thinkorswim. So to answer your question, yes, I can run them on different brokers, but for paper trading, I found it extremely helpful to be able to use Alpaca because it's super easy. I could run up to 30 bots, if not more, consecutively without having them crash. I've noticed when I try to do that, is the requirement specs for my PC to run. I run on Windows. I think the only requirement I would say is making sure that you understand. Number one, do you have any coding background? Forever? Because as long as you understand how, why don't you like Tasty Trade? Was thinking of finishing my sign up. Okay, here's my thing. When it comes to brokers, now Tasty Trade, when it comes to live, phenomenal, right? But they don't have a paper trade account, right? Their data is good, but just paper trading. So that's why I don't like them as well. Is because like before I get my bots to run live, I need to paper trade them, and Alpaca has been the one has leading the bunch right now when it comes to paper trading, right? So that's why I kind of just been steering away from Tasty Trade to Alpaca and really away from IBKR because IBKR, if you run more than 5 bots at the same time, you're going to crash the system. I don't care how well you configure it, like, because I tried so many different ways to be able to change it up, but it always crashes the system. Okay. So that's why I don't like Tasty Trade as much. I'm not saying that they're not good for when if you're going to do it live. Yes, their data is phenomenal. It is a real time. It is not delayed. Like who's delayed? Alpaca's data is delayed. That's the kind of crazy thing. So, oh, hold on. We have a position that's open. Somebody's trading right now. Who is trading? My fault. My fault. My fault. Forever. I'm going to get to you. I see your response. it doesn't take that much, especially with AI nowadays. Like I started and I didn't know how to code at all. I mean, I knew basic stuff because I took it in college, little C++, object oriented programming, and things like that. But like I came to understand Python a lot better last year. I started in April 2025. And I just been picking it up ever since. So it's not hard to learn. It's just a matter of being able to be a little bit consistent with it. This is where I went. I'm in a few other places, but this is where I went to learn. S3 schools, not bad at all. Not bad. Maybe I'll make a video on them, like how to use it and how to go through it. But they're not bad at all. Being able to get your foot in the door. Now, this is like so when it comes to coding, right? I would say maybe Pascal, you can chime in on this as well. I think when it comes to coding, sorry, I'm driving. What are the PC requirements to run a bot? Okay, no problem. You're driving. That's crazy. You're like driving and watching YouTube. Be safe, fam. No problem. The PC requirements for being able to run bots are making sure that number one, you can open up a terminal, right? And I'm almost certain that all PCs are going to have a terminal, right? So this is just an example of a terminal. Let me give you a blank one. So here's a terminal. I run all of my bots out of terminals, right? And number two, being able to make sure that you have, that's why I'm asking about coding, is because like you need a little bit of understanding when it comes to Python, because I run all of my bots in Python. So I don't know, man. That's like a tough. Let me get back to you. Oh no, I'm listening. I bet. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that's crazy. If you like driving and like trying to watch, that's like worse than texting and driving, fam. Yeah, Windows have WSL, which is like having Linux. Bet. Okay. I don't know WXL. I know Linux. I don't know WSL too much. But it's not hard. Maybe what I'll also do is no requirements. Oh, bet. So I would say I'm almost certain that you can have a terminal. You just need to make sure that the language that you're using is there. I mean, you can use C++ as well, but C++ is kind of overdoing it. I'm not going to hold you because like C++, if you're running thousands, I just need to set it up and have you run for you so you can run some bots. Yeah, no, it's not hard at all, because what I'll do is I'll create a little virtual box that has Windows in it, and then I'll just go through the steps on being able to run a bot. So I can make a video with that, but it's going to be VOD. It probably won't be live. And I'll drop that probably sometime this week. Okay. Position. Let's figure out. Okay. I'm trying to do 5 things at once. All right, bet. Did that answer your question? I don't think I answered it that well. Okay, let me try to polish it up a little bit more. You really don't need that much requirements in order to run a bot on a PC. You just need to have a little bit of an understanding how the language itself works. Oh, bet. There we go. Each one teach one. Yeah, Pascal is definitely a little bit more well versed in being able to use it on different platforms. I know Mac very well. I mean, I learned to code on PC, but like I kind of blew up on Mac, so that's where I was like, all right, let me just stay with Mac. But yeah, no, I would say y'all can exchange information. He can be able to assist you. But what I would say, just to give my high level answer, is just being able to make sure that you understand the underlying language, right? Because all of our bots, just to show you some code real quick. So this is Python, right? And Python is the language that I like to use when it comes to running bots. Reason being so is because number one, it's fast, it's super easy to understand. It's like reading a book as soon as you understand what's going on, right? And how I create my bots is that they're super modular. What do I mean by that? Like I used to have it where all of my bots used to be over 3,000 lines of code, right? So one thing that sucks about it is YouTube chat. You can't send links. Yes, but you can send information on where to contact them. So like I think Ingenious, and what was the name of your business you gave me before? Hold on. There's here somewhere. You said it. You did say it. I have it here. I think it was Ingenious. I gotta scroll through these chats, but I think it's Ingenious. Just share that information. Is there a way to change it? Yeah, I just have to go through and being able to go through the backend code and being able to understand it, but I can change it. That's not a problem. All right, we did have some trades come in. I don't know why you blocked it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, trading blocked until reset. All right, I really need to look at what the fuck. I'm not gonna restart you because I'm just gonna spend some time and figure out what the heck is going on with you, bro. This makes no sense. Oh, what was I saying? Okay, code. All of my bots were used to be over 3,000 lines of code. Because I used to like to keep everything in one file. Then I realized, yo, that's kind of not a smart way to do that, right? So what I did is I made it super modular, meaning that like each file is going to do its own particular thing. So here's the config file, right? Here's the logger file where everything that the bot does, I have it saved so I can actually go through it and find out, okay, you didn't have any trades today. Why? Right? Was the market conditions such that are these your algo bots, right? No, no, no LLMs at all. LLMs will make this super slow. This is all Python based, all Python or using pandas TA, NumPy, or things like that. There's no AI, no LLMs in this. LLMs or AI is what I'm going to be using post eval. I wouldn't have, or I wouldn't recommend you using an LLM when it comes to an algo bot because that just slows things down. Just think about it this way: it would have to go from the bot. I wish I had a visual real quick. Hold on. It would have to go from the bot, right, to the chat GPT, for an example. Chat GPT is going to answer, and then going back to the bot to have it execute the code. You may miss the signal by that time, right? So no, these are straight Python, no LLMs at all. LLMs are used on the back end. Oh, look at that. We just opened a position. And I know I'm bouncing back and forth. My fault. I'm kind of ADHD. Y'all just gonna have to bear with me. So where are the bots you were making? That's why I'm asking. Oh, I make them. Wait, is that again? Where are the bots? All the bots that I'm making are right here. So this is, I was trying to go over each of the file. Hold on. Okay, RS exit. I really need to look into that one as well because I think this one's a little bit too sensitive. So the bot got into a position. It was bearish on the market. It went from negative, then it was positive a bit, right? So it was up 2%. Then it was up almost just under a percent. Then the market said it was going against us. Then it submitted a sell order. But I think this was being a little bit too sensitive to price movements. Oh no, I have no LLM bots. All of my bots are Python. There is no AI in these bots because that would make it super, super slow, right? Because think about it this way. Let me just open up a file here. Boom. Explain. So our bots, all Python based, no LLM or large language model, i.e. AI. So your chat GPTs, right? Anthropic, Gemini, etc. Right? So all of our bots, excuse me. Oh, that was for another project. That's for yeah. So for open router, and again, I got ADHD, so you always gonna have to, excuse me, you answer a question, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to pivot a little bit. So open router is for Sona. Sona is for this AI that I'm making. Where is it? Sona. Sona docs. Sona PRD. All right. So this for open router, I'm using Open Router for Sona. Sona is an AI that I'm making. That acronym stands for Smart Options News Analyst, right? So what it's going to do is bringing in Open Router or different LLMs in order to provide a market intelligent analysis. So for your website that you are creating, right? So that's why I was like, I kind of have something that I was creating just like that, and this is Sona, right? So it's not what you are doing. Oh, no, no, no. This is for a completely different project. Not no bots at all. This is for a completely different for Open Router. No, I don't use AI for my bots because I would just slow it down. Because it would have to go like this example I was trying to show. Like, because right now we get a signal from the market, bot then acts on the signal, then executes the trade, right? If an LLM were involved, it would have to be signal, LLM. LLM then decides if signal is good or not, but we would need to pass context, right? That context would be our market price, or are the bears or bulls in charge, right? VIX, right? So there had to be a lot of context that would need to be sent in order for the LLM to give us a proper analysis. That takes anywhere between like 2 to 10 seconds, depending on latency. Or just say performance. Right. So this slows it down, being able to use an LLM. That's why I just like it. The signal comes from the market, it goes to our bots react and executes a trade. So 3 steps rather than going from signal, LLM. The LLM then decides, then decision goes to bot, then bot reacts. Way too slow. Way too slow. Yeah, I get it. I was just wondering what other ones is this one for. Now this one, the Open Router is for Sona. Sona is going to be for another AI that I'm creating, and I kind of had to finish up with you all this week. Matter of fact, I can start working on it now because I'm low key done trading. Because there's a few bots that are still running, but these are going like little afternoon runners. And they're going to be done like another 10 or 15 minutes. But no, Sona, to answer your question specifically, is my AI that I'm creating. That's a little bit similar to what you've already have created, right? But it's a little different, but it's a little similar. So that's why I'm like kind of interested to see like, okay, what parallels are there and what contrasts are there as well. So as soon as I'm done with the review of your website, I'm going to definitely have a little bit more engaged conversation with you regarding that. But no, Sona was using Open Router. That's why I was asking Open Router. I mean, they both trade options, right? No, Sona doesn't trade. Sona is just information provider. All Sona does is just give me information. Sona does not trade options at all. If I can show you just a little bit of how it works, again, it's not like all the way done yet because there's a lot of things that I need to. Matter of fact, oh shit. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, so this is Sona. So Sona allows me to be able to bring in market data, right? And there's going to be okay. See, there's a couple of issues that I need to fix. It's having an issue being able to bring in the Greeks. I don't know why. This is theta data. So it's having an issue being able to bring in the Greeks. There's a couple of bugs that I need to fix. But nonetheless, what Sona does, and there's a fallback. So just in case one provider doesn't work, we have another that we can use too. But nonetheless, what Sona does, it's like watching CSNBC. Mine is not for stocks or options, but for the last two layers that all goes for scouting and for LLMs for deep analysis on the findings. Wait, but has two layers that algos for scouting and for LL. Wait, but yours doesn't it? It's market analysis, so it's not necessarily. Wait, but for market analysis, aren't you using a stock or an ETF? That's why I'm kind of not too well versed on it. When I was looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I think it was like market. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Y'all see, this is. There's a couple things I need to fix with that. Yeah, I'll just make that better. Okay. You said it takes two. Okay, I was talking. I couldn't even. That's the thing about this mute button. It's helpful, but then when I hit it, I forget to unhit it. All right, no bet. Just give me today. Like today is really going to be the day I'm going to set some. I have some time, like to actually go through all of this and get this better done. So most of our bots are kind of done for the day. There's a couple that I have maybe running again. Early worm. No, I'm not going to restart you because yeah, you're done. So you're batting 1,000. I didn't expect this bot to have anything today because this bot trades gaps. Yes, there can be intraday gaps, meaning gaps that happens as soon as the market is fluctuating, right? But I haven't seen that much intraday gaps. Bro, why can't I? And this is something else I need to figure out. Like, this is just super weird. I used to could go back and there's no problem. Now I was just having a problem with being able to go back. That's not a problem. I'll figure that out. Market right now is looking. There's a little squeeze that's happening for QQQ, and here's SPY. A little bit more volatility. Coming back from the oversold line. No, but I'm definitely going to spend some time on your site today, and I'll have my response on it tomorrow. I think tomorrow's my YouTube day too, so I'll be here and not on Twitter. Okay, you're done trading, so we're not even going to. Thank you. Oh, you're done trading. Thank you. So most of our bots are like kind of going to be done for the day. I'm not going to hold you. This was an eventful day. I did learn a lot. Okay, and then you. So not bad. It went from 9 to 3. They're still trading right now, trying to look for a position in order to get in. Second chance hasn't been trading as much as I would like to. That's one thing I really need to go dig into your code. And then I wasn't expecting anything out of Gappy because there wasn't really any gaps today. And then it takes two. You just had a fucking hell of a day, bro. Sometimes you work, sometimes you don't. All right, let me come back to this. No stocks, but it's market analysis though, right? Market analysis that algos or different LLMs can use in order to make decisions on whatever underlying position that they want to take. Correct? Am I at least right on that point? Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's been. No worries, no rush. You can call me when you do see it, but it's prediction markets. It's the new stock market. I assume people know about it. It's everywhere right now. No, because this is the first time I'm hearing about. Okay, prediction markets. It's the new stock market. Let me just Google the new stock market. Hold on. The new stock market. The new stock. Okay, that's a book. Um, say again your question. My question was your site that you've developed. It's pretty much for market analysis, i.e., you would look at the underlying market, being able to figure out if it's a bearish or bullish market. Again, I'm being super elementary right now. Bearish or bullish market, and then algos or LLMs could be able to use it in order to use it to have actionable information for whatever underlying position that they're looking for, right? Whether it be a QQQ position or whether it be a Peloton position, right? Am I going down the right path or no? Prediction markets, new stock market, prediction markets, prediction markets. All right, prediction markets. Make your prediction before it's too late. Trade now. A unique prediction market. Start investing. What the hell is prediction markets, bro? Get the fuck. Let's go to IBKR. All right. Will Trump get the? Is this what it is? So this is basically fucking FanDuel and all them. Bro, so this is basically FanDuel. Is this what we've come to now? So you can basically bet on anything. That is crazy. Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. I don't think Rubio is going to make it. I don't even think JD Vance is going to make it, but hey, that's a conversation for another day. U.S. strike Iraq. This is fucking wild. Oh, this is what you were talking about before, Polymart. This is mad, fam. All right, I know I am a little bit off basis right now, but hey, if you want the boss, I can go back to that. Hold on. What the heck? Bruv, you're okay. I'm just gonna. I really need to spend some time with you and fix that. Okay, because I don't understand why. All right, the bots are still trading. Don't worry. I just want to figure out this prediction market thing because this is. I don't think the Avalanche or the Lightning are going to win it. I think the Panthers are going to win it. Hey, I'm not being. I don't even know hockey that well, but y'all just wait for it. This is crazy. When did okay? Let's take a step back. Let's take a step back. Do you know what prediction markets are? And for this sprint, going to need you to cite your sources as best as possible. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do both because I want to make sure we get. Y'all can see I made this like stupid, ridiculous. All right, so I'm going to post it both in Anthropic and ChatGPT, and let's see what they say. All right, prediction market is a type of marketplace where people can trade contracts based on an outcome of a future event. Fucking FanDuel. The price of each contract reflects what traders collectively think that the probability of that event is going to happen. Encyclopedia. For example, a contract might be, will candidate X win the re-election? A, yes, contract priced at point 0. So this is, okay, hold on. These contracts are priced like options? That's another thing I have to ask. Implies that the market collectively think there's a 65% chance of the outcome. If the event occurs, the winning contract pays the fixed amount, often $1. If not, okay. So they took option contracts and being able to throw arbitrary questions or binary questions like, will candidate X win the re-election? Yes or no. Core mechanism prices the probability. Most prediction markets operates as binary contracts. Look at that before I even said it. Meaning that there's two outcomes, yes or no. The market is interpreted as the crowd implied probability of that outcome. Traders buy and sell based on their own information or opinions. As new information enters the market, the price adjusts. This creates real-time forecast signals that aggregates beliefs across many participants. I did say it. You would get it. You're gonna. Yeah, no, this is, bruv. Like, I don't know where I've been. I don't know where I've been. Hold on, let's keep going. Prediction markets have been used to forecast and speculate about all kinds of different events, including elections and political outcomes, economic indicators such as inflation and interest rates, this whole sports thing is like, again, it's FanDuel. This is like the FanDuel, but for current events. So a FanDuel for current events, is that a good way to say it? For prediction market? Current corporate events, you can bet on earnings and product launches. That's crazy. Pop culture outcomes. Academic research shows that these markets can. Matter of fact, you're talking about academic research. Let me Google Scholars real quick. And whenever I find something new, what I'm going to do, let's go to Google Scholars and see if has there been any papers written on this. When did prediction markets start? Okay. Site. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. As best as possible. Advise, when did prediction markets start? Let's see what Anthropic said. I do know about prediction markets. They are financial markets where people trade contracts based on the outcomes of future events. Essentially crowdfunding forecasting. Let me search some authoritative sources to give you proper citations. Okay, it used Wikipedia. I don't know if that's an authoritative source. Corporate finance. These markets allow individuals to bet on outcomes on various events with unknown future, ranging from commodity prices to company revenues to exchange rates. Bro, I feel like I got some edge that I can add here if I like really understand this. One early version is the Ohio election market that launched in 1988 at the University of Iowa and pioneered the concept of allowing a small-scale trading on political outcomes, frequently outcomes trading. Okay. Current platforms are Kalshi, Polymart, and Robinhood. Robinhood, I did see. So that's something I saw a commercial about. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not going to hold you. Like, I seen a commercial this weekend about Robinhood saying, "Oh, put in your predictions." But I was like, why is Robinhood asking me about this? Right? That's like totally outside your window, but okay. When did this phenomena start? 1503. Betting on the palpable succession. Some of the earliest record markets resemble the prediction markets involved on betting who would succeed the Pope in Italy in early 16th century. So this is, yeah, I'm not going to hold you, Pascal. I'm not going to hold you. This is something that maybe I kind of need to look in, maybe, but I don't want to take away from what we've been doing, which is trading bots. I'm still going to trade bots, but maybe I can bring in this whole prediction market thing. I know markets. I'm gonna say I'm not the best at it, right? There are individuals that are doing this a lot better than I am, right? But I know how to create a bot. I know how to being able. But the thing is, you really can't back test this. This is really like an all or nothing type thing. So I can see now. I can understand why you're creating that. Why your site has a little. Your site should be blowing up at this point, Pascal. This is crazy. I didn't know that this was a thing like this. Again, I've heard about it. Like I've heard about people being able to like excuse me, bet on these different outcomes, right? But I thought it was like super granular, like, oh, who do you think is going to win the like an upcoming general election, or who do you think, bro, you can even bet who's going to win the MVP of the NBA. What Elon is fucking, bro, this is crazy. Who will be the all right. But like, what's the actual returns on this though? Okay. My question. Okay. So they're both of them saying 1500s. Realistically, I have many different projects, so definitely need help with them. Yeah. Let me find out that this is something that's really valuable. Because right now I'm still like teeter tottering. Like if I should really spend some time on this. All right, I'm not going to hold y'all. The next 15-20 minutes of the stream is going to be dedicated to prediction markets. I need to find out if this is something that like we can actually like profit from, and it's just not speculative. So let's find out. Realistically, how does how do these contracts work? What are the payouts? Are these akin to option contracts? Are there market makers? How does a contract get started? Can anyone start one? I should have used Office. Okay, new digital age, 96 and onward. You can bet a shit in Hollywood. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you just need a tool I pay for with, but you can make it a thing if you want. I have many different projects to work on. You can buy at 25 cents and then make it grow to 100. That's 4 extra money, 3 times plus your initials. You can see people, wallets, and the block. Okay, so this is blockchain. So this is crypto base. Okay, basic structure. Most prediction markets use binary contracts, a yes or no. So is the event going to happen? Pay $1. If it doesn't happen, $0. Okay, I get that. Right, this creates a simple payout structure where the price reflects the implied probability of that outcome. The price of the probability. The contract prices are between 0 and 1, so 0 and 1%. For an example, a contract priced at 70 implies a 70% probability that it occurs. You market make by making limit orders. Polymart is. So anyone could start a contract? All right, let's keep going. You enter and you exit positions before the event settles. As new information comes in, people buy in and the price moves just like financial markets. Payouts. If you're right at the expiration, you receive $1 for each contract you hold. If you're wrong, your contract is worthless and it settles at 0. Your net profit is $1. The entry price minus the fees. Buy yes contract at 30. If the event happens, you earn $1 profit equals, okay. Are these like option contracts? They have similarities to option contracts, specifically the binary options, but there are key differences. Similarities, like a binary options, they pay a fixed price or amount or nothing. Price reflects the probability. Differences, there's no underlying ad set, simpler payoff, no standard expiration strikes. Are these okay? Yes, many prediction market liquidity providers or market makers play a role. And okay, I really need to dive deep. How does a contract market get started? Prediction markets don't spontaneously trade. They need someone to define and list an event first. Define the event with clear resolution criteria. Will candidate X wait? So hold on. If I could be the one to come up with these contracts and these different events, and I can be able to certify that, okay, bet I'm thinking that, and this is just something I'm throwing. Can you even get so granular to pick the next coach of the Cleveland Browns? So let's say, for an example, if I think, what is that fucker from Arizona Cardinals? Head coach Jonathan Gannon. I think Jonathan Gannon may be the next coach of. Wait. Oh, Packers are hiring. Never mind. So I just took my prediction away. So there's two predictions that we could come up with right now. I'm not going to hold you. Is who's going to be the next coach of the Arizona Cardinals? Is who's going to be the next coach? Might already be one up. Let's search. So I just put head coach. Oh, holy shit. Yo. I don't think it's going to be Dayball. I don't think it's going to be Jim Schwartz. Chris Shule. Tommy. Okay, but if I throw a name in the hat, Mike McDaniels is already hired, so that's already out the books. I thought it was going to be Cliff. Okay, fam. This is crazy. Harbaugh is already out the books. Flow is not going to happen. Market context. So who's to say I can't create a Polymart, a site that's like Polymart, but just better? Brown's head coach searches intensify post Schwartz firing. 8 interview candidates by the 14th. Flo. Oh, Flo, you got an interview? Advanced to the in-person interview after the virtuals, bolstering his front-runner status and insider buzz on his defensive But I don't think the Browns are going to go from an offensive-minded head coach, which Stefanski was, to a defensive-minded head coach, which Flo is. Flo tried that shit in Miami, and look how it worked out, right? Yeah. Mike LaFleur, maybe. You know who's probably going to be? This is crazy. Head coach of Cardinals. Wait, this Mike McCartney one? I bet nobody put Mike McCartney on here. Yeah, I thought so. Nobody won this. Somebody did? They put Mike McCartney? Did they win? How much did you win? Somebody won 31,000? Or is just the volume? Oh. To watch your videos last week. Yeah, no, technically all illegal, but now it's all good. That's crazy. All right, so maybe let me just stop this. Okay. Forever, I'm not going to hold you. I'm watching your 9-hour video on how to build a bot from scratch. I only started to watch your videos last week. No, I appreciate that, and I'm going to make it a little bit more granular because this option thing is super easy. It's just a matter of being able to understand what the underlying market is telling us, right? And we can use AI to figure out what the underlying market is telling us, right? Or, excuse me, we can use indicators to do that, not necessarily AI. AI on the post-eval stuff, not really on the pre-eval, because you don't want to slow down your latency. One thing that I would say is that, number one, understand the code. And what I'm going to do is spend some time and maybe make a video on being able to use S3 schools, because I think that is a great source to being able to understand Python, the different languages. I mean, there is C++ up here, but I think that's a little bit overdoing it when it comes to like simple algo bots. You don't need C or C++. Yes, you can write it in C or C++, so I'm not discouraging you from doing that. But Python works just as well. Some would say, why not use R? Again, a little bit overdoing it. You don't need all that. Python will get the job done. So maybe I'll create a little. Trump's son is on board right now, so I'm not sure. It's yeah, but again, I think that's going to be as good as long as that fucker is in office. I don't think it's going to be something that's just going to be as they say, status quo. After he gets out of office, I think he's just trying to run it up right now, like legit running it up. No, I believe it. I believe it because this is fucking basically, bro. This is FanDuel. This is a legalized way for FanDuel, right? This is basically betting, right? You're betting on number one. I don't understand how you can bet on different sports events without a sports license. So that's fucking kind of crazy, but hey, whatever. And you're betting on different events that can happen. It's a FanDuel for current events. And I think this is crazy. The Nuggets are not going to. Okay, let me see this. Y'all, I think San Antonio should be a little bit higher than the Nuggets. And I think the Sixers should be a little bit higher. I think the Heat are not even on here. That's crazy. Y'all just tried this shit. Oh, there they are. 1%. Nah, I need to spend some time on here. But the legalities of it, I think this is maybe a little flash in the pan thing. I don't know if it's going to survive 5 years, 10 years, or maybe it will, right? Because we just found out that. Okay, let me finish this. You can see insiders too. For example, the night before Madudo's capture, somebody made a 40K bet and made 400. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But how do you know that information unless somebody told you? And that somebody would have to be somebody coming from that white building. That's tough. Polymart, I really agree with you forever. I think it is gambling. But again, it's just a matter of being able to figure out like on which side of it you're going to be. If you can create the contracts, if I can be the one to create the contract, then maybe I'm interested. But buying into the contracts, maybe not. And that's what I want to figure out here. Define the event with clear resolution. Set the outcome and settlement condition. Who verifies the result and when. Let the market list on the market of the platform. Some platforms, an admin or community member submits the event. And other decentralized systems, markets can be created under rules that define resolvers or oracles. What the fuck? What the hell is an oracle? Yeah, but it's not like gambling like this. Like, at least with a stock, I could put my money in a stock and I know at the end of the day, like, yeah, it may go up, it may go down, but it's not going to go tits up, right? And if it does, like, you're kind of protected in a sense, right? But not really, but you are. With this, it is the wild, wild west, fam. I put this a little bit above meme coins, right? Maybe meme coins a little bit safer than this. I don't know. Again, I have to take a little bit more of a deeper dive, but I think day trading is not as risky as Polymart. I think Polymart and meme coins probably go in the little same basket because yes, it's cool to be able to bet on these different type of events, but again, if you're the ones creating the contracts, then yeah, fuck it, run it. And if you're ones betting on the events, I don't know, right? But if you have that inside information like you just told me here, Pascal, why not, right? If you can, but again, it's all the thing y'all talk about your humanity or your integrity. Like, damn, I know some shit is about to pop off. Why can't you have insight on general publics? Don't. There's a lot of big facts. And it's all depending on like where you get your information from to be able to create this biases that we have, right? How do you being able to flush out the information, right? And not necessarily just take your one source, but being able to use multiple sources here. I really think there's again, this is maybe just my own little bias here. But I really think there is a move if you can create the contracts. If we can create the contracts, then I may be interested. But betting on somebody else's contract, I would just have to find it. Okay, let me ask you this: does time matter? Meaning, let's say if you find a contract that just opened up, and what is this different? Weekly, hourly, monthly? That's the payout, or that's the volume? Dailies here too. You don't make money when you make contracts. Really interesting. I thought you could market make that way. All right. So, but you can make the contract and then bet on it, right? I'm almost certain you can. Like, I don't think there has to be some type of thing that these platforms or these I don't even want to call this an exchange because I think that's disrespectful. I'm gonna call it a platform. There's an option check you can and you will lose by the month or by the week or by next month, etc. Those are option checks you will lose. Oh, okay. Got you. All right, let me come back over here. How are the outcomes verified? Contracts must be objective, verifiable resolution. Centralized markets use official data. Election. Okay, beautiful. Decentralized chains. Markets use oracles to bring in real market updates on the chain, so smart contracts can automatically settle. So this is trading that's built on top of blockchains that allows individuals in order to bet on any type of current event. And you can get paid out either the same day, next month, or next year, depending on what that event is. Interesting. And it's binary. It's a yes or no thing. There's no in between. Okay. Let me come here. Each contract has a we got that already. Not exactly. We already got that. Market makers. This is where it gets interesting. Modern prediction markets use automated market makers (AAMs) rather than but I could make an automated market maker is just another way of saying a bot. So if I can make a bot, it's not really binary. No, only blockchains, but Polymart is. Polymart is the blockchain. Buy yes or no shares depending on your prediction. Buying shares is like betting on the outcome. Odds shift in real time. Fund your account with crypto, credit cards, or bank account. That crypto shit. Then when you're ready to place a bet. There's no limits, no fees. How do you make money? Sell your yes or no shares at any time and wait until the market ends to redeem your winning shares for $1 each. Create an account and place your first trade within minutes. Get the fuck. Polygon. This is Polymart. Polygon. Poly. This? Polygon is. Polygon has it too? Polygon, I just know it's like stock data and shit. Okay. I'm getting a little bit outside of. Okay, hold on. Let me come here real quick. Interpreting predictions of the prediction markets. When did you come out? And what is Google Scholars? Google Scholars is a place that you can go in order to find any academic paper from individuals that's getting their doctorates, that's already have their doctorates or things like that. So these are academics, right? Limit orders are the market makers. If you place a limit orders, you are the market maker in this. But okay, there has to be an incentive for being able to make these contracts. It can't just be think of some bullshit and then make a contract like this right here. There has to be some type of incentive, unless the incentive is start the contract and then make the bet and then try to get as much volume as possible. Then that makes me think that this is a bit like meme coins, right? Because you launch a coin, you get as much volume as possible within the coin, and then you rug it. But I'm trying to see, is there a rug opportunity here? Who will be the Democrat? Okay, I'm interested. Maybe. I don't think AOC she's ready yet. I don't think he's leaving Pennsylvania. I don't think maybe not. Kamala, I don't think she's going to do it again. Ossoff, get the fuck. Andy Bear, probably not. Matt Kelly, get out of here. Gretchen Whitmer, I don't think she's leaving Michigan. Westmore, don't think he's leaving Maryland. Ro Khanna, nope, no, he's not leaving Congress. It's just if you have different opinions, you can bet. Okay. But do you have to, like, okay, let's say if I bet today, right? And if I see that this underlying, and I bet that AOC is going to be the candidate, right? And I put in 9 cents or whatever it is, right? And then tomorrow it's at 15 cents. I can sell at 15 cents. I'm using AI and algos to find edge most people don't. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, my thing, I'm trying to understand, like, what's the incentive behind creating the contracts? If I can understand the incentive behind creating the contracts, then maybe I can understand, like, how to find some edge. Okay, bet. I do that during the games. I'm not going to bet. No, that's the thing. I can't bet games or any kind of sports because I think that takes the fun out of it for me. What is it going to open? That's crazy. Is this publicity then? Is this another way of being able? You can even bet on the fucking Australian Open. The second largest company to end in January. Okay. You can bet who's going to be the second largest company at the end of January. The company created the contract so the owner can be the billionaire. It's simple. Okay. So the companies create the contracts. So individuals don't create the contracts. These are companies. So this is basically some teens that are sitting inside of a room, Googling stuff, be like, oh, you know what? This could be cool. That could be cool. This could be cool. So the companies or Polymart are throwing out these contracts. It's not individuals. And then the individuals are placing the bets on these contracts. Yes? AI verbal bust. I don't think, if anything, I think this is going to be maybe like a 3 to 5 year thing because there's too much money going into AI right now. You fucking slap AI onto anything, you could damn near get 750, almost $1 million in funding, depending on what you're going to do with it. But I really not thinking that's going to be the case. The largest company at I said the second largest. So that's the thing. This is interesting. The company creates the contract, so the owner. Okay, I think you already said that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think I am going to spend a little bit more time. Yeah, for the most part, but I think there's a way you can submit one for approval. Okay, if I submit one for approval, then do I get a cut off that? Do I get a percentage of whatever the overall volume is? I can't just get submit one for approval and just be like, oh, thank you. You did a great job. Little pat on the back. This is fuego. Because, I mean, all you need, like, if you really, really want to think about it, you just need a good data provider. But no money, I don't think. You need a good data source. If you can have a good data source, it's for you to bet. If you can have a good data source and being able to scalp different places that most people are not looking, okay. Can you only bet on things that are like hourly or dailies, right? So, like, say there is a coach not on the list, you may want to add it so you can bet. Huh. Head coach Cardinals. I don't think it's going to be Mike. I think it's gonna be Vance Joseph. I'm not gonna hold you. If they would have won, Vance Joseph would have like got that job, no problem. I don't think it's gonna be Flo. You know what I think? Arthur Smith is a candidate that I think most people aren't taking serious. A little OC from Pittsburgh. That's 78 cents. Who wants to buy that for 78 cents? Okay. But there isn't a place where I can add somebody's name. It's all market context bullshit, bro. All it's doing, ChatGPT maybe sitting on top of a database. I don't think Mike is gonna get it either. But hey, I could be wrong. You could even say is the Sixers coach will be fired. Coach fired. That's crazy. Like I'm still kind of dumbfounded by this. Nah, go to open my app and it will make sense. Okay, no, now I'm really going to spend some time on your app. Like I think what will the I think we're going to be right here. I'm in this camp right here. I don't think there's going to be an increase or decrease. Bro, I could just come bet like financial things. What the hell? Be up by the well, let's go look at it. Up or down. So we have SPX. SPX is like Spy's little brother. Still moves like S&P 500, but it's a little bit different. Whether you fuck no. Yeah, I think New England probably got a chance. Looks like there's another contract that just opened. All right. I'm not going to bore y'all with this anymore. I think this was a great way to being able to maybe be introduced with this. If I find it to be a little bit more valuable, then maybe I will bring a little bit more items to y'all with regards to being able to use Polymart or prediction markets, right? And to see if that makes sense. But for right now, we're going to focus on options, right? So I think this is a great stopping point. I don't want to make this videos a little bit. I think it's a little bit too long, and I went a little bit off the rails too. Well, that's okay. This is going to be a great stopping point. Tomorrow, a little bit later today, I do have to come back and finish up Sono with y'all and a few other things. And forever, I know I saw you here, and I still have a few more things that I'm going to be dropping in order to assist you on your road, right? And that's being able to set up a cursor. I think I already have the cursor one, Claude Code, and being able to maybe run a bot. They have open API too, bro. If you can do this over API, then that really fucks the game up. That really, really changes it. Because if you can do this over API, hear me out for a second, right? Let me come here. If you can do this over API, here's what I'm thinking, right? Prediction markets. If you can do this over API, we just need to find the data, contract, decision, right? Where's the data going to come from? Data could come from FMP. Data could come from Theta data. Data could come from other reliable sources, right? Or even Pascal, your source that you have. But again, I just need to just flush that out a little bit. Other reliable sources. And then the contract, understanding the value of risk, ROR, so risk and return and payout. Then it's binary, right? So it's yes or no. Then move on. And this could be a bot right here, right? But again, I just have to understanding a little bit more. If I can understand this and if I see value in this, I'm not going to bring y'all anything that I don't see value in or if I don't try myself, right? So if I do see value in this and if I could try it myself and I could think that there's a way for us to be able to actually catch a lick with this one, then yeah, I don't mind being able to bring that to y'all and actually see how I create this. But again, I just need to suss it out a little bit more, and being able to see if there's a way for us to being able to have a little bit of edge with this. It's not totally binary. So you can say it maybe. Move on. Um, but yeah, no. If there's a way that we can actually, this could be profitable for everybody, and this makes sense, and we can create a bot live here with y'all, I wouldn't mind trying it out. Right? Throw $50 in there and to see. Wait, this is not financial advice. If you do see financial advice, please make sure you talk to a certified financial planner, those that are licensed, in order to assist you with your financial questions. This is merely educational. I got that out the way. Yeah, I wouldn't mind to being able to start something up, create a bot, and then maybe throw $50 in there to see how it does. Yeah, no, like I said, I really appreciate you lacing me up. And I think that this could be something that can be valuable. But again, I just have to spend a little bit more time here and being able to figure out if I can answer this question reliably and how to get the data, then the contracts and everything else is easy, right? And maybe Pascal, like we can be able to connect and figure out maybe what you're creating here is already a reliable way on how to get the data. Maybe plug in a couple other different sources, right? If I can figure out how to get the data, the contracts, that's the easy part. I can create a bot. Maybe here, this would make sense to be able to have an LLM here, right? Because speed is not necessarily what I'm looking for. It's like how right are you? How accurate can you be? So maybe it'll make sense to be able to maybe add an LLM, your Anthropics or ChatGPT. I wouldn't use I would keep it Anthropic or ChatGPT. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm just thinking out loud. Most of the questions you have is already solved. Really? Okay. All right, gang. Yeah, let me spend some time on this. And maybe I'll come back this week and like we'll actually like get lost in this a little bit. Maybe I'll come back a little bit later today. We'll actually like deep dive into this a little bit more. Because if this could be a move for us to be able to get a little bit like supplement income, I'm not going to stop algo trading with options. That's something I'm not going to stop doing. But if I can add this to it, and being able to have some edge, bruv, this works. Like Pascal, again, I appreciate you lacing me forever. I got you with the a couple other videos that's going to be dropping in order to assist you with your journey. Again, I would just recommend just like stay consistent with it, right? There's going to be a few things that may look a little bit abstract, but I'm always here. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me go find it real quick. It's like, hold on. Poly Hunter. Well, this is Pascal's site. This is the one that I need to go spend. This is, yeah, Poly Hunter, right? I see why it's Poly Hunter now. I understand it, fam. This is Pascal's site. Okay. Deep dive research on demand. This is basically what I was asking for. Set your parameters. The scout researches and executes when on. Why do you use? Okay. I see. So you're using multi-module, 2 platforms, Polymart and Kashi, and then sub-second price. I don't think this maybe matters as much. Kelly positioning sizing, yes, that's optimal, but again, like it's all based on the information. So I think the first 2 things are a little bit more important. I mean, these next 2, I don't know if speed matters here. And I think this is a luxury, not necessarily a necessity, but a luxury that makes sense. AI agents debate and decide. Bruv, I can definitely help with this. Now that I understand, now that I have a little bit more contextual concept. Scout, research, edge, size, execute. So the scout agent is going to go Okay, bruv. Consensus signal time, trail, risk, adaptive risk. Okay. Statistical edge, not gut feelings. I love this. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna go spend some time with this today, and who knows, I may be back a little bit later so we can actually go through this and maybe make something that makes sense for us, right? Um, and this looks like you're pulling maybe RSS feeds, and you don't have to answer if you don't. This is just me speaking out loud. Um, Pulling in RSS feeds. Okay, fam. Now that I understand this, like I can really being able to open it, launch the app. Bam, here we go. Top right. All right, I see. The only thing is like you need crypto to get in, and I wonder if is it Ethereum? You need to use Ethereum. You can't use Bitcoin or Solana. If I could use Solana, maybe I could slide with that one because it has less gas. Trending. So you're pulling in the contracts from Polymart. Then you ask the LLM to be able to debate, and you give them. So is this a RAG application too? Bad decision. No. Yeah, no, no, no. I can, fam. Like where you are right now, this is phenomenal. Like most people have the concept of it, but like you're putting pen to paper, and I really, really do like this, and I think this is phenomenal. That's just for me to see. Got you. But no, the question is it Ethereum? Because I know it said that it's crypto, but is it Ethereum only, or could I use Solana? Could I use shit? Can I use Ripple? All right, hold on. Got you. Copy test again. Okay, let me start the research. Scanning for 20 market opportunities. Polygon. Oh, Polygon. Oh, got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. That makes sense. But you can bring your own soul easy. Oh, yeah, but you would just have to convert it. But I get it. All right. So explain it. Okay. So in the background, what's happening right now is that the AI agents are looking for the 20 opportunities, right? And are they looking for the opportunities, or are they debating each other? Um, Polly Hunter is the name of. Oh yeah. Holy shit! Look at this. Yeah. No, that is the site. But you can confirm that, Pascal. Scanning 20 markets for opportunities. Stop loss triggered. Will Ackless win the Sing for Greece 2026. Position close. Okay. This is interesting. So what it'll go do? It'll go find opportunities. Algo's for the edge. No debate yet. So it's pulling data from Polymart, right? So what I'm assuming that it's pulling all these contracts from Polymart, right? Then once it's pulled the contracts from Polymart, then you're matching the contracts with the corresponding information. So let's find, for example, will the government shut down? There's different Python libraries or different open source libraries that you can get U.S. government or political news from, right? Or like if you really want to be gang, you can just go pay for it. I mean, there's FMP. I know I kept saying it a lot, but FMP definitely slides. The what is it? Financial modeling prep. I use them a lot. Definitely slides with being able to get your different data. So what I'm thinking is if maybe I can use FMP to be able to answer some of these questions, right? But again, I just have to, and I know a shit more other libraries that we can use in order to answer these questions. So that's what I'm thinking is happening here Is am I correct in saying that, Pascal? I'm using FMP too. See, fam, we locked in. I have a few data. Oh, see, yeah, FMP is definitely legit. For this, that's one thing that came straight to mind. There's also a few more places that may be legit for this. But what I'm thinking you're doing is, and you say can I get all these contracts via API too, right? I don't have to come here. Hold on, let me answer that question. Polymart API documents. If I can get this over API, okay, this is a done deal. If you look at the logs, that's a copy trade. Okay. I still don't understand what this means. So this is a trade that actually took place, or it's simulating the trade. How do you sim the trades? It has a wallet copier too. Why not just use machine learning? I think a little classification model, a baby classification model sat on top of with an LLM, maybe. Okay. Position, gamma, polymarket. Okay. Polymarket has API, ladies and gentlemen. Polymarket has API. And pretty high freaking requests, if I may say so myself. All right, what is the difference between gamma, clob? All right, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just taking y'all everywhere. User guide, change log. Okay, you're keeping up with this, so I can appreciate that. Market okay, updated the fund scheduling with the distribution method for volume weighted versus the fee weighted curve. The fee weighted curve documented the fee weighted curve formula. I thought you said there was no fees. Hold on. Enable 15-minute crypto market fees vary price by price. Okay. Market makers see, this is what I'm talking about right here. I really do think Clob is used just for okay. That's why I can't have a channel. I would lose people. So yeah, nah, facts. I'm surprised people are still here. Listen, I appreciate y'all. I'm going all over the place, but I think this may be valuable if I can just like really just grab a concept of what's going on here. If I can grab this concept, then I could bring y'all in and being able to build an algo bot that uses prediction markets. But again, I just have to understand it. Because what I'm seeing right here, just based off Pascal's app, is giving me a lot of great ideas. Because number one, this whole multi-agents. Okay, question. Like, you don't got to give away all the sauce, but question. Are you using any framework, i.e., LangChain, Crew AI, Lambda, Index? Are you using any framework for your multi-agent research? Maybe I could start doing this today. Or we can work on, yeah, no, I wouldn't. You just got to let me like really understand this. Cuz I think this could be something that makes sense. No, this definitely slides. This definitely has a lot of potential, and this definitely is something that makes sense. Currently SDK agents framework. Okay. SDK. Okay. So again, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But are your agents primarily coming from Open Router, or are you going straight to your OpenAI, OpenAI, ChatGPT, or Anthropic? I think this is like super valuable though, because what I would want to do is like I would want to create something just maybe a little bit more simple. First, what I'd want to do is maybe create a bot like this. Like, you know how I have these option bots that can run in terminal? Maybe create an prediction bot that can run in terminal. Then once we have a prediction bot that can see, this bot is done, so I can just stop it. If I can have a prediction bot that can run in terminal, I just have to figure out. Right now it's running on unlimited subs. Got you. If we can create a prediction bot that can run in terminal, not totally unlimited, but pretty much. No, I get it. Yeah, there's a way to be able to control the tokens and all that, but I get it. Copy. Wallets track. Okay. Now this is, you can arbitrage. Wait, you can arbitrage? I can start at Polymart and I could go sell the Kashi. What is the other one? What are the? Is this it? Bruv. You just opened up a can. It's, okay, hold on. You can arbitrage. What does arbitrage mean? There's this company or Polymart, let's say, selling it for 10, 20, even 30% under the market. You can buy here and sell there at Kashi. Am I understanding that correctly? Is that what you're doing with this arbitrage? Buy on yes, that's exactly what I said. Not like that, but yeah. Okay, pretty much. You're buying here and you're wait, can you do that for real though? Yeah, you just found opportunity. Bruv. Major AI breakthrough announced. This is fuego. Real-time well alerts. Okay. Are you using shit, what is that place called? Damn, I used to have it. Holy cow, what is it called? It's like CoinGecko, but it's a lot better than CoinGecko. Similar site. What is it called? When I used to be in this thing, I used to know it like the back of my hand. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. Nope. Shit. What is this place called? Coin data for backtesting. Hold on. It's like Kraken, but not like Kraken. Okay, I can't think of the name right now, but it's going to come to me. Then I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that's fine. No, this is really legit, and I think that I can definitely add a little bit of edge here. Not a lot. I got a little bit of edge. All right, for real. I want to stop here. Strategies. Hold on. What strategies? Edge Hunter, Well Trader, Price Oracle, cross-platform arbitrage. Maybe this one makes a lot more sense to start off. Maybe we can create a cross arbitrage bot. Live event trader, sports knowledge. This really makes me think that this is a RAG application. Do you have any ML models with this? Like either it could be like a little baby classification model or regressor model, because I think that'll have little value to this political. Well, this is interesting. Why BTC only? Why not Solana? And I hope you don't feel like I just this is not criticism. I'm just asking questions to be able to get more understanding of it, right? If that makes sense. So don't think I'm like just ripping your site from side to side. I'm just trying to understand it. Oh, not yet. So you are thinking about adding it. Okay, bet. Yeah, I think this right here has the most edge. I'm not going to hold you. Because it doesn't take that much to be right, especially if you are right. BTC is for the market sentiments only. Okay, bet. Hold on. Now I'm like, second. I'm gonna figure out who the hell I was talking about because this shit is pissing. Oh, look, Sona. This is Sona. It finally actually ran. I tell you I was talking about Sona before. Our little AI agent is we have a bull agent, a bear agent, an agent that pulls in data from where senators are trading, how senators are trading, and it just gives us me insight of what the market is doing. It took 56 seconds, bro, but yeah. I'm gonna ask you one last question that I'm gonna let you go. What time are you going to? I usually am live from I'm okay. I try to come on live like every day between like 9:30, 9:45 ish. I try to get here at 9:30 till about maybe 12:1. Because I want to trade my bots every day. Number one, and number two, when I'm building a bot or building a strategy, I'll come on a little bit later. But if I'm getting real excited about this prediction market. If I can find out like how to make this tangible for everybody, I say everybody, but I'm speaking in the sense of like those that understand. If I can make it tangible for those that understand and can follow with me along this process, I think I'm going to come back a little bit later and create a bot or a strategy or something to take advantage of cross-platform arbitrage for prediction markets because I think that makes sense. It's just a matter of being able to like answer the questions that I had before, right? Where's the data going to come from? How can we understand the contracts and the decisions, and then maybe add an LLM to this? But to your point, I try to be on every day between like 9:30 a.m. And if I'm not here, I'm on Twitch. But I'm not going to hold you. I've been spending a little bit more time with a YouTube fam. So every day I try to stream. If it's not 9:30 in the morning, EST Eastern Standard Time, then I'm on maybe at like 7 p.m. EST. And maybe I'll go for a couple of hours. So I try to be on every day. If I am on, great time to be able to ask me questions or just drop it in the comment. I do respond to comments as well. I said I appreciate you for being here. Again, I'm definitely going to. I have a video in mind that's definitely going to help you out when it comes to this. But I have one more question to ask Pascal before I get y'all up out of here, because I have this one data source that it's phenomenal, but it's not cheap. But I think it can make sense for what you're doing. If I can find, okay, here it is. Okay. Bird Eye. I don't know why it took me so long. Do you use Bird Eye at all? When I was really heavy into crypto, I really heavy. Great source, great source to be able to get your information. Because again, it's a little crypto fam. You're looking for crypto, yeah. Bird Eye is going to be your play for that. This is all just really data, bro. Like if you can find your data, then you can answer these questions. And that's why I want to spend some. Let me go find the data real quick. If I could go find the data, then I'm gonna come back and being able to make something cool with y'all. And I'm learning as we're learning. So this is an entirely new process for me. I didn't think I was going to end up here today. That's kind of interesting how God works. But I appreciate the big man, and I appreciate Pascal for being able to drop this knowledge on me. Now it's just a matter of being able to have application. So I know I said it before, but this is going to be our stopping point. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to be back maybe a little bit later, depending on how this research goes. If not today, then I'll definitely be back tomorrow for the market open. If y'all do have any questions, please let me know just to drop it in a comment. I am going to be opening up a Discord soon, so just be patient on that with me. Again, I was waiting for us to be just to grow a little bit more within the community, but I'm seeing here that it'll be a little bit more valuable to be able to bring this Discord. You know who I wish was here was Concept. I think she's working on a lot of great things too that should add a little bit more value to this conversation. So Concept, if you are watching this, hope you're feeling well, and yeah, come back soon. But nonetheless, let me let y'all go enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I will be back a little bit later, depending on how the research goes. If not today, then tomorrow. It is your boy Creative. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the interactiveness of it. This is a community that we're trying to build. Just because I'm behind the keyboard and behind the mic doesn't mean y'all don't have a voice too. So please continue to chime in forever. Again, I appreciate you for joining in, Pascal, as always, for dropping the knowledge. And we will definitely be back at it again. So y'all be great and have a wonderful day.